What's good, y'all? Welcome back to podcast episode number 39. We're getting close. Getting close to that 50 bomb. This week, we're going to take a break from all the drama, the trades. That's fun. But it's about All-Star time. I think it's about time we give our ballot. Everybody else is getting theirs. You can go vote on any app you want, all that kind of stuff. But here's our voice. We're going to do it on our podcast. So, we're going to start with the Eastern Conference, I think. I think it's probably the more interesting one if you look at both. But, so we'll just start in we'll all give our starters and then our reserves if that's cool. That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start with my starters. So my point guard would be, it's kind of positionless, so it doesn't really matter, but Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Giannis, Embiid. Is that everybody's list or not?
I got a little bit different.
Similar to mine.
Okay.
But it's a little different. I think me and you talked before the pod about my pick. So this was the hard thing. I like Halliburton. I think honestly he deserves it. But if you're just looking at purely stats, and I know there's a team reward as well, it's hard to give someone that's averaging 28 points on 11 assists not as a first ballot. So instead of having Halliburton, I got Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, and then I also have Embiid, Antetokounmpo. I can't say his name. Giannis, and I got your boy Jason Tatum in there as well.
Okay, so your only difference was Trae Young.
Yep.
Then my starting five, out of all these names, even though he's had a little bit of a down year, I'm going to go. Now, I want you guys to remember this is a very biased list. That's how these All-Stars get selected. So we're going
Okay.
Dame 1,
shit.
Maxey 2.
Okay.
Then we'll play Tatum at the 3,
Okay.
Giannis at the 4, and Embiid at the 5.
Okay. Them are definitely your type of players.
I was about to say.
Them are your type of dudes. Dame Dollar, shooting from the logo, and
Respect it.
I respect it. It is kind of hard to argue for the Cavs to have a starting as well as having Trae Young up there, just because we talked about it before we recorded, but how much it matters for your team to be good, that really determines the All-Stars and the coach's eyes and all that. So, all right, let's hop into the reserves. So my reserves there's 7 reserves. Trae Young, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Paolo Banchero, Bam Adebayo, and then this is where it gets interesting. I have 2 Knicks, which the Knicks have been pretty good. I got Brunson and Randall finishing it out. And that's where it was tough for me. So let's see what y'all got.
Oh, for mine, honestly, it's a lot of the same list with yours. Obviously, switch out Trae Young. I'll have Tyrese Halliburton as a reserve. We got Maxey, Brown's there, Brunson. Honestly, it might be the same exact list.
You got Randall?
See, that's the thing about about Randall. He just kind of, he's a little pick-me player in my eyes.
Yeah.
He's a stat patter. But honestly, he's been playing good, especially this last month. He's been playing actually really solid. I'm going to give it to him. We'll put him in there.
And then Bam finished it out at the 5.
Yeah, Bam's been solid this year as well.
That's the same as mine.
So I have just about the same as yours. The only difference I have, though, is instead of who is it? I just started blanking on his name. Brunson.
Yeah.
I just had Butler in there.
I thought you were about to say Derek White.
No.
Bruh.
No.
He didn't finish it out strong. But there was a while where people were talking about Derek White as an all-star. But, so just to look at it, outlook, most of us had the same list, so it's easy to say. But Celtics have 2. Sixers have 2. I didn't have the Bucks having 2. Nate did. But so basically, it's just really the Sixers and the Celtics and the Knicks with 2 all-stars, which kind of makes sense in my eyes. It makes sense a lot. So
I'm glad we're showing the respect for Julius Randle and Paolo, though.
yeah, but Julius,
he's having like a career year.
Yeah, the shooting percentage is what shocks me. I can't believe he's like upped it a little bit. Like he was shooting so bad at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, he was shooting a tour.
Yeah,
he's turned it around.
He has turned
honestly,
it around.
since the OG Anunoby trade,
that's
honestly, like when the trade came out, I was like, dang, the Knicks really did give up, like I think too much. But then I started thinking about it some more, and I was like, okay, I can see how it could be fair for both sides. But I think honestly, the Knicks have been proving everybody wrong. I mean, them boys are hooping.
They got rid of all the softies.
Yeah, and they're still in the trade market with some of their young guns. It looks like they're really trying to trade to compete.
Yeah.
Have they even lost yet since that trade?
Yeah, they've lost
one time or something.
Yeah, once or twice.
I was about to say because them boys have been hooping.
Yeah.
Against good teams.
And to stay on the East, I don't know if you guys have been checking in, but Celtics are undefeated at home.
Really?
You know
I didn't know that.
Keep that in mind.
That's impressive.
I hate to say it on this podcast and jinx it, but we are undefeated at home.
Hey, if you can go undefeated at home before All-Star break,
that'd be the first time ever.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's the West, man. So my starters for the West: Luka, Shea. Now my list is kind of wild here, but it's just how I see it this season.
And it's positionless, like you said.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis is my Laker, and then Jokic.
Okay.
So you might be looking like, where's LeBron? I just think if the Lakers only deserve one All-Star on the starting lineup, and that would be AD to me because he's their best Laker right now. It's tough, though. It's close. But Kawhi's had a really good year, even though stats don't show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we're coming down to a pretty biased list. I thought this side of the West was a little bit easier to pick some players than it was on the East.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, easy two guards is Luka and Shai. They've been playing really good. Sorry, we have a little TJ appearance here today, boys.
Yeah, it's all good.
But, yeah, Luka and Shai, them boys have been hooping. Honestly, my favorite to win the MVP this year is Luka. I think it's his year once he returns. Kyrie's been hooping out there as well. But for my front court, or back court, I meant, I ended up, for my Laker, I took Bron. Yeah. And we all know, Cleveland fan, I'm going to pick Bron. But honestly, what he's doing right now at 39 years old, I think he's actually averaging his all-time average of 25, 7, and 7 right now.
Yep.
A little bit over on some of those stats, but yeah, he's been hooping this year, and I was really surprised. I'm not really surprised because it's Bron, but it's just something we've never seen before, someone that old hooping like this. Right. So I got to give it to him. Yep. But then my other two people, I also got Jokic in there, obviously, but I went with Kevin Durant. That boy's been hooping this year as well.
He has.
So that's my list.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to have to go Luka and Shai at the 1 and 2, regardless of however you want to fit that. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to have to go. Now, this is tough at the 3 because it's either LeBron or KD.
Yeah.
I'm going to go KD. At the 4, we'll go AD and then Jokic at the 5.
Mm-hmm. Well, real quick, let me tell you how these coaches might look at this. Clippers have been so good, they have to have a starter, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be Kawhi.
Oh, yeah. Kawhi's on the reserves for sure.
It's tough. It's tough. It's going to be interesting how
That's
they play this
even
out.
having LeBron and KD.
Yeah, but Suns has been so bad.
I know, but if it's an all-star game, bro, I don't see, even if it's an all-star game, I don't see either
one.
The
problem
is
the fans decide the starters a little bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's tough too. All right, my reserves. Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, LeBron, KD, Sengun, D-Book, and Paul George.
Sengun, first timer.
Yeah.
Making All-Stars. He's been hooping though.
Yeah, he is.
My reserves, kind of similar to yours, but I'm honestly going to put both of the Clippers in, both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, just to start, because the Clippers have been on fire as a recent, and they've both been playing really solid together. So I'm going to take them as my 2. I'm also going to throw Anthony Davis in there. Honestly, I want to throw Cat in there as well.
Cat over Sengun?
Yeah.
Okay.
They average, honestly, no. The more I'm looking at their stats now, they average about the same points and rebounds, but Sengun does have the assist and field goal percentage. So honestly, switch that. We'll put Cat in there.
Okay.
And then, so how many is that, 4?
Yeah.
We'll take some guards in here. Shout out my boy De'Aaron Fox. Okay. Shout out my boy Stephen Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Booker or Anthony Edwards.
That's where it's tough. That's where it's real tough.
Both of them have been really good. I'm going to go with Anthony Edwards. They've been a lot better team this year, so I'm going to give them that respect.
Yeah.
Boy's tweaking.
He's tweaking. He wants a vote. He wants a vote.
I have pretty similar lineup other than yours. I just managed to somehow squeeze Shet in here just because, why not have a rookie?
He has an argue. He
does.
The Thunder deserve 2 All-Stars. They're the best team in the West.
Yeah.
And he's up there.
Probably throw him over Sengun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough for me there at the end with just – it was just hard for me to leave D-Book off. I got That's my guy. So it's tough. All right, the last thing I have for us. Who you guys think the captains will be? I had two options really. Giannis and Bron again, or Embiid and Jokic. And that last one to me, man, sounds real good.
I kind of like that one.
Embiid
as much as I'm a Bron fan, man, that Embiid and Jokic is like that was the biggest debate last year on who was the MVP.
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest debate this year.
Probably again this year. Mm-hmm. I think you could maybe throw Luka in the mix a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like that. I'm gonna go with that.
I like that one.
So from a basketball standpoint, 100%. But we're talking about the All-Star game that wants to be as televised as possible and get as many people watching. It's probably going to be Giannis and Bron like it has been.
It's kind of hard to not put Bron as the captain, with him being the captain for so many years.
Right.
And as well
until
as
he retires.
Yeah, and he's literally on like the last string like this. He'll probably play one more year after this, but he's really like right at the end. They might write him out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. But my favorite part of that would be Jokic, who doesn't even want to be there. Having to pick his team, bro. That would be so funny. Bro, like, pick your team. He's like, I don't care. Jamal Murray not here. Like, I don't care.
He treats the NBA like a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
Which is good for him, you know. The boy doesn't even try and comes out. And it's like, I'm not trying to be Jokic shot, but that boy is not even athletic. Like, it's
doesn't even jump, bro.
No, it doesn't jump. His shot's ugly.
Yeah.
He just shoots
all that, bro.
moon shots, and them boys go in. So I don't know. Yeah. But I do like that captain combo.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited for it. Like I said, it's in Indianapolis. We might have to make some moves. But, yeah, we'll be back next week with probably trade stuff. We'll see what goes down. Probably talk some basketball.
There is some talks brewing up. Yeah, there is. Right before this podcast, actually, the Pacers are in talks with the Raptors to get Siakam.
Yeah, we talked about
right
that
now, they're looking for like 3 firsts, which is weird because Siakam could leave any time. But, yeah, I don't know. I just seen that before we started this, so that's pretty cool.
We'll see.
I didn't even know that. So
we might come back next week talking about trades that actually happened. So
for sure.
Let's roll it up.
Peace. You like being a nuisance? Bad cat.